The next phrase is back up somebody or back somebody up. Back up somebody or back somebody up means to support or help someone, especially in a difficult situation. He backed up his friend during the argument. This means he supported his friend when they were having a disagreement. I will back you up if you need help with the presentation. This means I will support you if you need assistance during the presentation. She backed him up when others doubted his abilities. This means she supported him when people questioned what he could do. The next word is backup. Backup refers to a reserve or support, often used in cases of failure or emergency. Make sure you have a backup plan in case the event gets canceled. This means have an alternative plan prepared if the original plan doesn't work. I keep a backup of all my important files on a hard drive. This means I make a copy of my important files to prevent losing them. They have a backup generator in case the power goes out. This means they have an emergency power source if the electricity fails. The next word is badge. Badge is a small piece of metal, cloth, or plastic worn to indicate membership, achievement, or authority. The police officer wore a badge to show his authority. This means the officer had a symbol to show that he was part of the police. She earned a badge for completing the hiking challenge. This means she received a symbol of achievement for finishing the hiking task. The workers had badges to identify their roles at the conference. This means the workers wore identification tags that showed their responsibilities at the event. The next word is bad-tempered. Bad-tempered means easily annoyed or in a bad mood. He was bad-tempered after a long day at work. This means he was in a bad mood because he was tired from work. She can be bad-tempered when she doesn't get enough sleep. This means she tends to get angry or irritated when she is sleep-deprived. His bad-tempered response made the situation worse. This means his angry reaction made things more difficult or uncomfortable. The next word is bakery. Bakery is a place where bread, cakes, and other baked goods are made and sold. I stopped by the bakery to buy some fresh bread. This means I went to the shop where they bake and sell bread. The bakery on the corner has the best pastries. This means the shop nearby makes and sells the best of the baked goods. She works at a bakery that specializes in cakes. This means she is employed at a shop that focuses on making cakes. The next word is balance. Balance means a state where different things are equal or in the correct proportion. Yoga helps improve your balance and flexibility. This means yoga helps you maintain stability and stretch your body. The balance between work and personal life is important for your well-being. This means it is essential to manage both your job and personal time in a healthy way. She has a good balance between her career and family life. This means she successfully manages both her work and family responsibilities. The next word is balanced. Balanced means having different elements in the correct or equal amounts. A balanced diet includes food from all food groups. This means a healthy diet should contain a variety of foods in the right amounts. She gave a balanced opinion on the issue, considering all sides. This means her view was fair, taking into account both sides of the argument. The team worked together in a balanced way to achieve their goal. This means the team cooperated equally and effectively to reach their objective. The next word is ban. Ban means to officially or legally prohibit something. The government decided to ban smoking in public places. This means the government made it illegal to smoke in areas open to the public. They banned the sale of plastic bags in the supermarket. This means they made it illegal to sell plastic bags at the store. The school banned all students from using their phones during class. This means the school prohibited students from using their phones while they were in class. The next word is bang. Bang refers to a loud, sudden noise, often from an impact or explosion. I heard a loud bang when the door slammed shut. This means I heard a loud noise when the door was quickly closed. There was a bang as the fireworks exploded in the sky. This means a loud noise occurred when the fireworks burst open. The car made a bang when it hit the curb. This means the car made a loud sound when it struck the edge of the road. The next word is banker. Banker refers to a person who works in a bank, especially one in charge of managing money or loans. The banker helped me open a savings account. This means the person working at the bank assisted me in creating an account to save money. She is a banker at one of the largest banks in the city. This means she works for a big bank in the city. The banker gave advice on how to manage investments. This means the person working at the bank offered suggestions on handling money and investments. The next word is banking. Banking refers to the business or activities related to banks, such as managing money or loans. She has worked in banking for over 20 years. This means she has been involved in the financial services industry for 2 decades. The banking system in this country is very reliable. This means the way banks work in this country is trustworthy and efficient. He is studying banking to become a financial advisor. This means he is learning about how banks operate in order to give advice on money management. The next word is bare. Bare means not covered, exposed, or without anything added. He walked barefoot on the bare sand at the beach. This means he walked without shoes on the sand, which was uncovered. She wore a bare dress with no accessories. This means her dress didn't have any added decorations or details. The walls in the room were bare with no paintings or furniture. This means the room had no decorations or furniture, just empty walls. The next word is barely. Barely means only just, almost not, or by a small amount. I barely passed the exam, just making it above the passing mark. This means I only passed the exam by a small margin. She barely had enough time to finish the project. This means she almost ran out of time, but managed to complete the task. He barely spoke during the meeting. This means he spoke very little or only in short sentences during the discussion. The next word is bargain. Bargain refers to something that is bought or sold at a price lower than usual, or the act of negotiating a deal. She found a great bargain on a new jacket at the store. This means she bought a jacket at a much lower price than expected. They bargained for a lower price when buying the car. This means they negotiated with the seller to get the car at a cheaper price. It's always good to look for a bargain when shopping for electronics. This means it's wise to search for good deals and discounts when buying electronic items. The next word is bark. Bark refers to the sound a dog makes, or the outer covering of a tree. The dog started to bark loudly at the mailman. This means the dog made a loud noise when it saw the person delivering the mail. The tree's bark was rough and peeling off. This means the outer part of the tree was tough and coming off in pieces. He likes to hear the sound of the dog's bark in the morning. This means he enjoys the noise the dog makes when it is awake. The next word is barrier. Barrier refers to something that blocks or separates things. There was a barrier between the two countries to prevent illegal immigration. This means there was something that separated the countries to stop people from crossing illegally. The fence acted as a barrier to keep the animals in the yard. This means the fence was used to block the animals from leaving the yard. Language can sometimes be a barrier to communication. This means the difference in language can make it difficult for people to understand each other. The next word is base. Base refers to the bottom or foundation of something, or the starting point for something. The base of the statue was made of stone. This means the bottom part of the statue was made from stone. She built her career on a strong educational base. This means her career started with a solid foundation of education. The company has a base in New York. This means the company has its main office or headquarters in New York. The next word is basement. Basement refers to a room or area below the ground level of a building. They converted the basement into a home theater. This means they turned the lower floor of the house into a place to watch movies. The basement was dark and cold, so we didn't go down there. This means the lower level of the house was not well lit and had a low temperature. He found the old records in the basement. This means he discovered the old music records in the room beneath the house. The next word is basically. Basically means in a simple or fundamental way, or to give a general idea of something. Basically, she wants to move to another city for a fresh start. This means, in simple terms, she wants to leave her current city and start over elsewhere. The meal was basically just pasta and sauce. This means the meal mainly consisted of pasta with some sauce. Basically, we need to finish this task by tomorrow. This means, in simple terms, the task must be completed by tomorrow. The next word is basis. Basis refers to the underlying reason or foundation for something. The foundation of our project is based on solid research. This means the reason we started the project is because of careful research. They formed a partnership on the basis of mutual respect. This means they agreed to work together because they respected each other. Trust is the basis of any good relationship. This means trust is the foundation or essential element for a strong relationship. The next phrase is be any some use. Be of any some use means to be helpful or valuable in some way. The advice he gave me was of no use. This means the advice was not helpful at all. This tool might be of some use for the project. This means the tool could be helpful for the task at hand. The new software will be of great use to the team. This means the software will be very helpful or beneficial to the team. The next phrase is be of no use. Be of no use means to be not helpful or beneficial in any way. This old phone is of no use to me anymore. This means the old phone is no longer useful for me. It's of no use trying to change his mind. This means trying to convince him will not work. These instructions are of no use if you don't understand the language. This means the instructions won't help if you can't read them. The next phrase is be a bad, good influence on somebody. Be a bad, good influence means to affect someone in a negative or positive way. She is a good influence on her younger brother. This means she has a positive effect on her brother's behavior. Watching too much TV can be a bad influence on children. This means watching too much television can negatively affect kids. His coach was a good influence on his career. This means his coach helped him in a positive way. The next phrase is be a disgrace. Be a disgrace means to be shameful or embarrassing. Cheating in the competition was a disgrace. This means cheating was shameful and unacceptable. The condition of the school building is a disgrace. This means the poor condition of the building is shameful. His rude behavior was a disgrace to the team. This means his bad behavior embarrassed the team. The next phrase is be a pain. Be a pain means to be annoying or difficult to deal with. Carrying all these bags is a pain. This means carrying the bags is difficult and annoying. My little brother can be a pain sometimes. This means my younger brother can be annoying at times. It's a pain to wait in long lines at the airport. This means waiting in long lines is frustrating. The next phrase is be a piece of cake means to be very easy. The test was a piece of cake. This means the test was very easy. Cooking this dish is a piece of cake. This means making this food is very simple. Driving in the city is a piece of cake for him. This means driving in the city is very easy for him. The next phrase is be absorbed in something. Be absorbed in something means to be fully focused or interested in something. She was absorbed in her book. This means she was deeply focused on reading. He was so absorbed in his work that he didn't hear the phone ring. This means he was paying so much attention to his work that he didn't notice the phone. The kids were absorbed in playing their game. This means the children were fully focused on their game. The next phrase is be aimed at somebody. Be aimed at somebody means to be intended for a particular person or group. This advertisement is aimed at teenagers. This means the ad is designed for young people. The new law is aimed at reducing pollution. This means the law is intended to lower pollution levels. The training program is aimed at improving employees' skills. This means the program is designed to help workers develop their skills. The next phrase is be around. Be around means to be present or exist nearby. I'll be around if you need help. This means I will be nearby and available to help. He has been around for a long time in the industry. This means he has been involved in the industry for many years. There are rumors that a new boss will be around soon. This means people are saying that a new boss will arrive soon. The next phrase is be ashamed of somebody. Be ashamed of somebody means to feel embarrassed or disappointed because of someone's actions. She was ashamed of her brother's rude behavior. This means she felt embarrassed because her brother was rude. He was ashamed of his past mistakes. This means he felt bad about the wrong things he did before. They were ashamed of lying to their parents. This means they felt guilty for not telling the truth to their parents. The next phrase is be associated with something. Be associated with something means to be connected to or related to something. Heart disease is often associated with unhealthy eating habits. This means heart problems are linked to bad eating habits. His name is associated with great achievements in science. This means people connect his name with important scientific success. Stress is often associated with a lack of sleep. This means stress and poor sleep are connected. The next phrase is be at on the point of doing something. Be at on the point of doing something means to be about to do something very soon. She was on the point of leaving when the phone rang. This means she was just about to leave when the phone rang. The company is at the point of signing the contract. This means the company is very close to signing the deal. He was at the point of giving up when he got good news. This means he was almost ready to quit. But then something positive happened. The next phrase is be attracted to somebody. Be attracted to somebody means to feel a romantic or physical interest in someone. She is attracted to people who are kind and funny. This means she likes kind and funny people romantically. He was immediately attracted to her smile. This means he liked her smile right away. They are clearly attracted to each other. This means they both have romantic feelings for one another. The next phrase is be based at in etc. Be based at in etc. means to have a main office or location somewhere. The company is based in New York. This means the company's main office is in New York. He is based at the London branch. This means he works mainly in the London office. Their headquarters is based in Tokyo. This means their main office is in Tokyo. The next phrase is be coming up. Be coming up means to be happening soon. The holidays are coming up next month. This means the holidays will happen soon. Her birthday is coming up soon. This means her birthday is going to be soon. The big test is coming up next week. This means the important test is happening next week. The next phrase is be conscious of that. Be conscious of that means to be aware of something or to realize something. She was conscious of the fact that everyone was watching her. This means she knew that people were looking at her. He was conscious of his mistakes and tried to fix them. This means he knew he made mistakes and worked to correct them. You should be conscious of your spending habits. This means you should be aware of how much money you spend. The next phrase is be designed for to do something. Be designed for to do something means to be created for a specific purpose. This phone is designed for taking high-quality photos. This means the phone was made to take great pictures. The program was designed to help students learn English. This means the program was created to help students improve their English. These shoes are designed for running on rough surfaces. This means the shoes were made for running on uneven ground. The next phrase is be expecting a baby. Be expecting a baby means to be pregnant. She is expecting a baby in July. This means she is pregnant and the baby will be born in July. They just announced that they are expecting their first child. This means they told people that they will have a baby. My sister is expecting twins next month. This means my sister is pregnant with 2 babies, and they will be born next month. The next phrase is be exposed to something. Be exposed to something means to be in contact with or affected by something. Children should not be exposed to too much screen time. This means kids should not spend too much time looking at screens. He was exposed to different cultures while traveling. This means he experienced and learned about new cultures during his travels. Too much exposure to sunlight can damage your skin. This means spending too much time in the sun can harm your skin. The next phrase is be familiar with something, somebody. Be familiar with something, somebody means to know or recognize something or someone. Are you familiar with this song? This means do you know this song or have you heard it before? She is familiar with the rules of the game. This means she knows and understands the rules. I'm not familiar with that area of town. This means I don't know that part of the city well. The next phrase is be found. Be found means to be discovered or located. The missing keys were found under the couch. This means someone discovered the lost keys under the couch. Gold can be found in some rivers. This means there's gold in certain rivers and people can discover it there. The dog was found after 3 days of searching. This means someone located the lost dog after searching for 3 days. The next phrase is be hard on somebody. Be hard on somebody means to treat someone strictly or unfairly. Don't be too hard on yourself for making mistakes. This means don't blame yourself too much for making errors. Her teacher was hard on her because he wanted her to succeed. This means her teacher was strict with her to help her improve. Life has been hard on him since he lost his job. This means he has faced many difficulties after losing his job. The next phrase is be heading for something. Be heading for something means to be going towards a particular place or situation. We are heading for the airport now. This means we are on our way to the airport. The company is heading for financial trouble. This means the company is likely to have money problems. If you keep spending like this, you're heading for debt. This means if you don't change your spending habits, you will owe a lot of money. The next phrase is be in a dream. Be in a dream means to be lost in thoughts or not paying attention to reality. She was in a dream during the whole class. This means she was not paying attention in class. After winning the competition, he felt like he was in a dream. This means he was so happy that he couldn't believe it was real. You need to focus. You always seem to be in a dream. This means you are always distracted and not paying attention. The next phrase is be in a mood. Be in a mood means to be in a particular emotional state, usually bad. She didn't talk to anyone because she was in a mood. This means she was upset and didn't want to talk. Be careful, he's in a bad mood today. This means he is feeling angry or annoyed. I'm in a great mood after hearing the good news. This means I feel very happy because of the news. The next phrase is be in doubt. Be in doubt means to be unsure or uncertain about something. If you are in doubt, ask for help. This means if you are unsure, you should get assistance. She is in doubt about which job to take. This means she is unsure about which job to choose. His future with the company is in doubt. This means it is uncertain if he will continue working there. The next phrase is be in favor of something. Be in favor of something means to support or agree with something. Most students are in favor of changing the school rules. This means most students support the idea of changing the rules. Are you in favor of the new law? This means do you support the new law? She was in favor of hiring more staff. This means she supported the decision to hire more employees. The next phrase is be in need of something. Be in need of something means to require or lack something important. The house is in need of repair. This means the house needs to be fixed. After the long journey, they were in need of rest. This means they were very tired and needed to rest. Many families are in need of financial support. This means many families require money to help them survive. The next phrase is be no good or be not any much good. Be no good means to be useless or not effective. This phone is no good anymore. It keeps turning off. This means the phone does not work well. That excuse is not any good. The teacher won't believe you. This means your use is not convincing or useful. This old map is not much good. The roads have changed. This means the map is not very helpful because it is outdated. The next phrase is be no use doing something. Be no use doing something means that doing something will not help or make a difference. It's no use arguing with him. He never changes his mind. This means arguing with him will not help because he never listens. It's no use crying over spilled milk. This means there's no point in being upset about something that has already happened. It's no use waiting. She's not coming. This means waiting is pointless because she won't arrive. The next phrase is be none of somebody's business. Be none of somebody's business means something is private and does not concern the person. How much money I make is none of your business. This means my salary is private and you don't need to know. It's none of your business what I do in my free time. This means my personal life does not concern you. He told me to mind my own business because it was none of my business. This means he told me to stop asking because it didn't involve me. The next phrase is be obliged to do something. Be obliged to do something means to be forced or required to do something. Employees are obliged to follow company rules. This means workers must follow the rules. We were obliged to pay a fine for parking in the wrong place. This means we had to pay money because we parked incorrectly. Passengers are obliged to wear seat belts. This means people must wear seat belts for safety. The next phrase is obsessed by with somebody something. Be obsessed by with somebody something means to think about something or someone all the time. She is obsessed with fitness and exercises every day. This means she thinks about fitness constantly and works out daily. He is obsessed with his favorite singer. This means he always talks about and follows his favorite musician. They are obsessed by the idea of success. This means they think about success all the time. The next phrase is be out of breath. Be out of breath means to be breathing heavily after physical activity. She was out of breath after running up the stairs. This means she was breathing hard because of running. He was out of breath after playing soccer. This means he was tired and breathing fast after the game. After a long hike, they were all out of breath. This means they were very tired from walking a long distance. The next phrase is be out of practice. Be out of practice means to not be as good as before because of a lack of practice. I haven't played the piano for months, so I'm out of practice. This means I am not as good at playing because I haven't practiced. She used to be good at tennis, but now she's out of practice. This means she hasn't played for a long time and has lost her skill. He was out of practice after not speaking French for years. This means he forgot some French because he didn't use it. The next phrase is be out of something. Be out of something means to have no more of something left. We are out of milk, so we need to buy more. This means there is no milk left in the house. She was out of money by the end of the trip. This means she spent all her money. Sorry, we're out of tickets for the concert. This means all the tickets have been sold. The next phrase is be over the moon. Be over the moon means to be extremely happy or excited. She was over the moon when she got the job. This means she was very happy about getting the job. He was over the moon after winning the competition. This means he was very excited about his victory. They were over the moon when they heard the good news. This means they were extremely happy after receiving good news. The next phrase is be poor in something. Be poor in something means to lack skill, ability, or resources in a certain area. This soil is poor in nutrients. This means the soil does not have many nutrients. He is poor in math, but excellent at English. This means he is not good at math, but good at English. The country is poor in natural resources. This means the country does not have many natural resources. The next phrase is be prepared to do something. Be prepared to do something means to be willing or ready to do something. You should be prepared to work hard in this job. This means you should expect to put in a lot of effort. She was prepared to make sacrifices for her family. This means she was ready to give up things for her family. Are you prepared to deal with the consequences? This means, are you ready to accept the results of your actions? The next phrase is be responsible for something, doing something. Be responsible for something, doing something means to have a duty to do something or be the cause of something. The manager is responsible for organizing the event. This means it is the manager's job to plan the event. Who is responsible for this mess? This means who caused or made this mess. Drivers are responsible for following traffic rules. This means it is their duty to obey the rules. The next phrase is be said to be. Be said to be means people believe or report that something is true. This medicine is said to be very effective. This means people believe the medicine works well. He is said to be the best player in the league. This means many people say he is the best. The city is said to be very expensive to live in. This means people think the cost of living there is high.